Alright, so we're in Zul'Farrak, farming blues to disenchant into large radiant shards. Well, they're expensive as fuck for Cenarian Circle logistics badges. There's 3 bosses that I'm doing in this run: Antisul, Witch Doctor Zumra, and Gazrilla. You might be able to do, I don't know, more or less, depending on your class, but if you're a Feral Druid and you fucking get good, you can do that. There's also a couple rares that sometimes pop in them. But without the rares, I'd expect 70 to 100 gold on my server. Depends on your prices. Mostly fishing for these things. They are, oops. This doesn't matter. They're going to reset by the time you get to Antisul. Yeah, these go for about 7 to 10 gold right now. 2 of the bosses, Zumra and Gazrilla, have about a 50-50 shot to drop either green or blue. And those, I've had pretty decent luck just getting nether essences, which, no, they're not as much as these, but they're still decent gold. This patrol right here starts right over there. That can be one of the rares, Zorillas. They don't have a great chance to drop blues, but they're always going to drop a green, at least, so... yeah, whatever. Don't be fucking lazy. Yeah. Important to note, Gazrilla can drop clams, which apparently are in the range for golden pearls. I would not include this in your expected gold per hour, but open the clams. Don't be lazy. Antisul is a homing beacon, but does not start combat, so you just dip in there, and you run back. Now, you don't want to get in combat with this patrol. You're going to mark Antisul, you're going to start here, you're going to wait until you can see it again, and then you're going to fuck right off. And then you're going to not aggro this guy under any circumstances, because it is probably going to be a wipe. You're going to look, you're going to make sure you have the right shit equipped. I do not currently. A fun little trick is you can do this, put an intellect weapon on, doesn't really matter what, and then you just lose the mana after you shift, and it'll get you back to full, rather than, yeah. This guy never loses your scent. Never ever. So, one reason that we're back here is because it's very conveniently close to our reset spot. And the other reason is that you can get far away from the little ones that he spawns with, and they will despawn or reset. I don't know. I haven't seen them. I don't know what they're doing. But they're not bothering me, so that's all that really matters here. Those have an Earthshock interrupt, so if you're relying on healing, watch yourself. Flash heals, as far as I can tell, it has no cooldown. But it does have it's cooldown operated, you're not going to run him out of mana. Try to rush him while he's local. He's going to summon 2 these suckers. Just, starting he'll sit on one, 70% he summons it, and then once you get him below 2, he's for 20% he's going to summon an additional 2. Those that, because it's more trouble than it's worth. Now, these things are bugged. They do not properly evade reset. So you're going to hop on the tusk, face, lip, hop, and all of this is evade territory. So you're going to hop in behind, and you're going to run over here until they disappear. Oop. Easy peasy. Japanesey. Make sure you're killing that earth grab totem. It's not a huge deal if you're playing fairly conservatively as a druid because you can just shift out of it. But if you get like halfway through your jump onto here and you get earth grabbed before you land on the ledge, generally it resets your jump, and then you're going to be stuck shifting in and out trying to get up here, and those things, they hit hard enough to kill you. He's usually, I would say, the hardest boss. So if you have some kind of cooldown, I would save it for him ideally. There can be a second ad here, the Dust Wraith, or just a normal ad sometimes as well. You want to pull it before you step in here and aggro him. It's a lot easier to just do it one-on-one than start this whole fight with two people, because this guy, where Antisul is more of a attrition fight, this guy you want to kill him as fast as possible because ads are coming, and you can just low roll and get 6 zombies on you in a heartbeat. Or, 15, whatever. You can die if you're a shithead. So what I recommend doing is putting on your killing stuff and killing him as fast as you can. When he puts down wards, kill the wards. Maximum priority. Those things swarm you and seize you and all sorts of terrible things. And every time that I have died on this guy, it was because I disrespected or didn't notice the ward. Other than that, he's not too terrible. He's stunnable, like Antisul. So, interrupt his heals if you're not ready and fucking up your target of his ward there. If you don't know, that ward spawns a whole pile of skeletons, and it's just a bad time. Those are unique, and you just saw what happens if you try to loot a second unique item. So you gotta either roll the dice on that one, or just disenchant it after it drops. And same with Gazrilla's Fang is unique as well. He's got a staff, I'm not actually sure whether it's unique. It is, so watch that too. I've had extremely consistent luck with only getting greater nether essences from the greens in here. They're decent enough gold. Normally, if I'm not worried at all about my health, and I don't have a unique item, I'll just leave from here and boogie and travel for them. These zombies don't seem to aggro any of these mobs, although you'll line of sight or just outrun pretty much anything. If you are having trouble, this is a reset spot. Just hopping on here, make sure they're out of line of sight. I think those ones are as well. They're a little bit harder to hop on though. And of course, just stopping here. As long as they are not crossing this barrier, if they're in this sand still, this is a reset spot as well. Just, again, make sure you're line of sighting. Now, Gazrilla here, you're going to need, obviously, don't forget your mallet. Don't forget your mallet. He doesn't start aggroed. You are not going to kill him here. You are not a 5-man group of level 40 people. You are going to pull him from here down into the water, and you're going to line of sight behind this pillar and bring him in here. Now, she has all the moves of Witch Doctor Zumra. She has that annoying ward. She has Healing Totem. She's just terrible. Just don't pull with her. And these ads as well can be brought. This is the only boss that has never killed me. Relatively safe. Just kill the ad first if you do pull something. But safe enough fight. Hippity hoppity, in the pool we go. Now he does that huge knock up, and just make sure he knocks you a little bit back while he knocks you up. So make sure you have a little bit of time behind you, because you get a little bit of an arc and you don't want to land on anything that's going to hurt you, obviously. No, that's fairly straightforward. Don't take more damage than you have to. Once I start getting low, just pop in a bear form and he's strong enough. That's of concern. So he does do this. Free solid. It's not a ton of damage, but you know, you don't want to be at 5% health sitting here doing nothing. Don't be afraid to pop your cooldowns. You're not going to be fighting another boss before. This isn't back up. But he also casts little ice bolts, but you should resist almost everything that he does. Or, because you're making a video, you might successfully freeze you every single time you cast it. It really depends. This is actually first what's happening right here. Yeah. Simple enough fight. Anything silly. This is probably the closest I've ever cut it, honestly. There it goes. Yeah. I have fiddled around a little bit. You can complete the pyramid event if you're having trouble getting locked out. You don't have a better character, or another character that you can do stuff on, or you need to go take a shit, whatever. Can complete the event, although it is fairly difficult to make sure all the NPCs survive. I have found that you generally will have to kill pretty much everything here, because the is that correct? Yeah. This bastard has an AoE fear, right? The priest scream, and that whole party of people will go running all over the place, and will bring that patrol with the basilisk and this camp and these guys, and if they don't get you killed, they'll get themselves killed. Now, because you're higher level, you can just get them to spawn, and then the two of them, the Necrum Gut Chewer and Sezes, you just bring them up here, make sure you have thorns. You're going to get a lot of value out of it. You're probably going to want whatever you have for a decent tank hat, and you just sit here. And the ads are going to continuously spawn, but they run up the pyramid and they don't aggro you. So you can just sit here and kill the two of them. I prefer to go for Necrum first. You just tank him here and line of sight and kind of pull him in and out to line of sight him from the priest when he tries to heal. And then once Necrum's done, you can turn on to the priest. There you go. You're making 70 gold an hour minus time tax you spent watching this terrible, terrible video. Merry Christmas.